friend of mine came by yesterday, and he's bearing gifts, so to speak. He's in the rental business. You know, he has real estate, rental houses, and somebody moved out and left some old stuff behind, and it's old electronic stuff, and he thought of me, so he brought it over and gave it to me, and so it's like, wow, thanks, man, I appreciate that. So I was going to go through it with you, and we'll see what's what. I've got it set up here on the sawhorses. So, let's see, what is this? Super Cricket Transistor and FET Tester. Syncor. Hey, man, that's a pretty good name. Pretty good brand name. Oh, look, it's got somebody's name on it. WBBRHS Frank Neal. Cool. Good, bad, and the ugly. Looking at the back side of it. Dooey. I'm thinking those Tobishi batteries are done. But, nonetheless. Yeah, I think the battery acid kind of got to those. Oh, but what the hey? So we know that it's not going to function just right this moment, but it might. The price is right. Free. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have some records. Slightly warped. This one's not near as bad. Label-wise, the Partridge Family and the Osmonds. Oh, wait a minute. This one's cracked, too. Oh, they're both cracked. No? Yep. Okay, so they're no good. That's why we have a trash can always nearby. But, as far as records go, besides being upstairs, downstairs, we have a jukebox, and we'll have to do a video on that one of these days. Right now, back to the leftover electronics. Let's see, what do we have here? Apparently, whoever had this stuff was a electronic technician repairman. Syncor, again, that's a good name. I have a Syncor tube tester. And the reason why I ended up getting it, I have a Hickok 600, which is a really good tube tester, but I ran into a few tubes. I want to put this back up. I ran into a few tubes that I couldn't test because the Hickok, believe it or not, the Hickok wouldn't do them, but the Syncor would. Okay, back to this. This is a Syncor Handy 53. It looks like it's for testing carbon resistors, capacitors, and electrolytics. Push to test. Yeah, so it must be battery operated. I'll have to open that puppy up and see what's what. Although, yeah, I don't know. Made in the USA. Cool. Set that down. What do we have here? Model 1082 wireless tachometer for small engine testing. Now, I wonder what that means, small engine testing. Would that be like lawnmowers and such? It's a wireless tachometer, single cylinder. Oh, so yeah, this is like for a lawnmower, single engine. Wonder if it picks up the heartbeat of the magneto. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a small engine guy. It's got a kind of an antenna. No doubt battery operated, and I guess you have to undo the screws to get to the battery. On, off. Huh. Oh, when you hold it on, it's just a push button on, not constant on. Low RPM, battery check. Yes, the battery is not checking. All right. Well, I have a lawnmower. I have a battery. I'll have to hook it up and try it. What do we got here? What do we have? Model 3000 Global Specialties Discharge Capacitor. Oh, this is obviously a capacitor tester of some sorts. 200 microfarad, 2000, blah, 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 down to picofarads, power on. No, wait. Look at that. Damn if it didn't come on. Hell, I ought to grab a capacitor and test it. Plus or minus adjust. Cool. Might come in handy. It does make you want to grab a capacitor and see if it would test it, doesn't it? Stand by. Okay. I grabbed some capacitors. Got a small tote full of them. Let's find something here. Let's get a microfarad. 0.1. Yeah, little disc. 0.1. See if this puppy works. Okay. On. So this is a 0.1. Should plug in right here, I think. Yep. 0.001. 1.0. What did I say it was? These are 0.1500 volts. So, if I press the 2, that's, oh, it's showing, oh. Boy, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I guess, this is like in the 200 nanofarad range, and it's showing 1.1. See, I would think if I hit 2 microfarad, I would think I should be reading 0.1. Don't you? Wonder how you work the zero adjust. Huh. Well. Well, now we're getting sort of close. Not even. Oh, that's because maybe my hands are on it. Oh, dropped it. Well, whatever. It's sort of works. Might not want to rely on it, but let's move on. Let me put these capacitors over here, get them out of the way. It's like Christmas, just going through stuff. What do we have here? We have a TV Suber. TV tuner Suber. So no doubt this would be, for working on televisions and bypassing the tuner, or if you have a tuner. Well, I can't get that open. Well, you can see the back. UHF, VHF, and an IF output. Interesting. Cool. A soldering station, and it has the iron. I've got one of these just like this. Works great. I wonder if this one works. Well, there's one way to find out. We'll just walk over here and plug it in and see. Well, it's making a lot of noise. I gotta admit, the one that I have, it doesn't hum like this one is humming. But, hey, it's getting hot. It's just a transformer that's making some noise. I'm going to leave it on. It might catch on fire while I'm talking. If you see some smoke in the background, yell at me, will you? Okay, back to... oh, check it out. Do you remember these? This is the telephone lineman's clip on and call. Hello? Hello? Sweet. Boy, who has a landline? I mean, really, who has a landline anymore? Now, I got to be honest with you. You're talking to the only guy on the planet who does not have a cell phone. No, sir. Oh, I don't have a landline. I don't have a cell phone. I do have a Magic Jack, which is a voice over internet telephone, goes through my computer. The beauty of that is if I'm not sitting in front of my computer and I don't have the phone loaded, the app on, I don't know the phone's ringing. I will get an email saying, hey, you got a phone message, if somebody leaves a phone message. Now, I also have to be totally straight on this. My wife has the cell phone. She's got a couple of them. Because you got the home number, and then she's got hers. But I don't want to be bothered with phone calls. I don't. So I choose to not have a phone. Oh, I got a phone now, though, right here. I carry this with me wherever I go. If I have a problem, I'll just go over to some telephone pole and climb up and hook on. Sure you will. You'll fall off that telephone pole. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. Simpson. Ooh, I think I know what this is. Simpson. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this. It's a Simpson meter, It's a little rough. It's seen some better days. And I suspect it's, probably definitely need the battery redone. But, you know what? Let's see. We got the probes. Hello. This one probe is the black one's good. The red one, looks like it. Oh, it's just unscrewed. Huh, just needs to be screwed in. Well, hey. Let's take this over to the bench and plug it in to 110 volts and see if it works. Don't see anything. I'm on AC. Well, let's do something else. Let's make sure the leads are working. Because believe it or not, I've got another Simpson meter in pretty good shape. I love these old Simpson meters. Aha! The red lead is no good. Well, let me take the leads out of my good meter, stick them in this meter, and let's see if it might work. I thought I saw, yeah, the meter moved. AC, DC, common. Now, let me try this. There we go. Check that out. It's actually working. I'm just going to bring that camera over there so you can see what I'm talking about. See? Not bad, huh? For free. Sweet. All right. What else we got? Do I need to keep the camera off? I do. I'm going to pause it and come back. Okay, what we have left in the goodie bag is this container with a bunch of parts in it. So let's open it up and see. Capacitors. I was just looking for capacitors. Capacitors. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. It is, in my opinion, it can be a dangerous thing to use used capacitors. Guess it just depends on, what do we got here? A whole bunch of little bitty trimmers. Some power transistors. And some other transistor. Oh, what's this? This is a whole, bunch of resistors. Well, those can come in handy. Let's see what's on the other side. We have an assortment of transformers. Looks like, what is that? bunch of switch springs and such. That looks like some foam that ICs come plugged into. Some various potentiometers and switches. Some meters. What do we got here? Transmit power. Some crystals. Yeah. Sweet. Who knows? It's a black face, nothing. And more stuff. Sometimes when you get a grab bag of stuff like this, you think, this is just a bunch of junk, and you think, I can't use that. I'll tell you what. I got let's see if I can, up there. That's the best I can zoom in, but that get my finger there. That particular tote, that sucker, it's got a bunch of, it was kind of like this. I got a bunch of parts and didn't think much of it, and then I got looking on the internet, and holy mackerel, there were transistors in there that, were like $25 a piece. And I'm not saying asking price, I'm saying sold price. So that wraps up our video of the day, looking at the free stuff that my buddy John brought me. You got a good friend when they find things that, you're into, and they take the time to bring them to you and give them to you instead of throwing them in the trash. I mean, that's something right there. So thanks, John. I genuinely appreciate it. Also, for those of you who stuck around and watched the video to the end like this, which I gotta tell you, most people don't, but if you have, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. That helps me build my channel. Every time you subscribe to somebody's channel, you are helping them build their YouTube channel. And hey, that's one of the things that we're trying to do, we creators, so to speak. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, and I'll see you maybe in the next video.